I have a lot of questions, like, about why Milliam transferred into our class, for example. But there's one really fundamental question that goes a long way towards answering a lot of the others. What exactly is it that you and the Chancellor Osborne are trying to accomplish? I mean, let's look at the standoff with the Provincial Army earlier this evening. It's hard for me to feel much sympathy for them after they drove armored cars right into the middle city, but maintaining order in the provinces is generally accepted to be the duty of the provincial armies. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed an awful lot like you're trying to provoke them by belittling their authority. It did look like your people were picking a fight. Viewed without the proper context, I can see how it might look like that. But considering how much of a show you put on, you were like in a declaring stuff, it would be pretty good to not have something that, without the proper context, you don't understand. But right now, the factional conflict in the Empire is nearly at its breaking point. Crossbow is buzzing with talk of independence, and Calvert is still weathering its immigration disputes. In such volatile times, there's a very real need to create a far more expansive network to help maintain public order. The only organizations that are up to the challenge are the Railway, Military Police, and Intelligence Division. May be the case. Still, your boss is the one making those conflicts worse. I can't deny that, but at the very least the Chancellor is acting with a sense of integrity. He hasn't stooped so low to give aid to terrorists, unlike others I could name. I want you to at least understand that. Wait, so... Wow, she really said it. So the noble faction's been the ones backing the terrorists, huh? I'm afraid there's no longer any doubting it. We've all but confirmed the involvement of Duke Cayenne, the most prominent representative of the four great houses. The 3 airships that the Imperial Liberation Front has been using have been traced back to Ordis as well. I wonder how they got their hands on those. And it seems quite convenient that the other field study group was sent to Ordis when that information comes up. I heard the Duke is a gaudy old man, but Eustace's brother just came to pick him up in Legram, didn't he? That's what Toval told us. And now Rufus just so happens to pop up another one of his secret trips. Captain Claire, what's going on in Rower? And how are Elisa's family and the Rhineford Company involved? I guess it's time to get to the matter of why I called you here in the first place. The Railway and Military Police are currently weighing on the possibility of a forced inspection of the Rhineford's first factory. Sounds serious. Are you suggesting that the Rhineford Company is secretly making deals with the noble faction in order to boost their military power? The first factory belongs to one of Rhineford's major divisions, right? Correct, it's one of the main divisions that handles the bulk of the company's iron and steel processing, among other things. We're also currently under suspicion of something I'm not at liberty to discuss with you right now. It's clearly manufacturing something. And if it's manufacturing something, it's manufacturing something for people you don't like, which is either the terrorists or the noble faction or both. The two of you are already aware that the project management at Rhineford is split up across several major branches, right? It is? On top of that, she's got her hand in development of the Arcus units too. It's way too much work for one person. Yeah. Oh yeah, Sharon was talking about how shit was going on that the chairperson was not aware of. How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now? Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. Suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of the projects in development by the Rhineford Group. Lately, the directors have. Come to think of it, I overheard Elise and Shara talking about something about that. For years now, Rhineford has been the Empire's heavyweight when it comes to heavy industry and manufacturing. The company split into different divisions that handle things like steel, production, railways, military, and tools. The problem is that those divisions have simply become too large. Large enough that they have their own internal allegiances, some to the nobles, with others supporting the reformist faction. Are you serious? So even companies are taking sides? Well, when everything's at a breaking point, everyone takes sides. People take sides, not so much the company. I'm sure Irina Rhineford is aware of this to at least some extent, as the company's chairman, but the self-supporting accounting system she introduced has a side effect of granting each division a long leash. because of that, I doubt she even has a full grasp of the situation. So, the first factory you have your sights set on for inspection is aligned with the noble faction, I assumed. You assumed correctly, and the provincial army is doing everything we can to stop us from carrying out that investigation. That's what led us to this evening's quarrel. I imagine Chairman Arena is currently doing his utmost to rein in the divisions to get them back in line. The thing is, when she seized control of the company 5 years ago, she had to rely on support from both sides. Being indebted to them like that, I have my doubts she'll be able to target the underlying problem. It's sounding shadier by the minute. You'd say that again. The situation seems even more dire than I thought. While this is all going on, the factional conflict keeps burning hot across the rest of the Empire. I've told you as much as I can right now. So why did you tell us this? Tensions are mounting all over the country, but Rower has an extra fuse of its own. Try to get an understanding of the crisis unfolding here, and do your best to stay out of it. Whatever the lessons Class 7 takes away from this field study, I hope that ends up on the list. I wish you the best with the remainder of your field study. If there's one lesson we've never learned, it's how to stay out of trouble. I don't think we're going to learn that anytime soon, either. Please have the bill sent to the Railway and Military Police Branch office in Rower Station. Certainly. Enjoy the rest of the evening. She never said why she was telling us that. Because she just wanted us to learn that? Oh, wait, the bill. Looks like she just picked up her tab. She gave us some good intel too, for free even. I can't just go running after her now. Looks like we owe her one. So, you like the mature type, huh? She's sort of like Sarah, except responsible and composed. You can say that again. Oh. Must be yours. Hello, Reen Swells. Reen, what are you doing? Oh, it's just you, Elisa. Oh, it's just you, Elisa. I'll tell you later. You can be out of the loop for a little while longer. What do you mean, it's just you? Is it true some girl invited you out for the night on the town? Whoa, hold on, a late night date? Oh, I thought you only had eyes for me, Reen. Anyway, good job, kiddo. You better spill all the details later. He'll do no such thing. Now, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Fee was with him, too. Still, it's rash of you to go out on your own without at least consulting us. Ready to head back? Yeah, I think that's probably for the best.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Ooh, cooler beans.
I've got a little reward here for you.
I found Fee without help. What? Well, I was able to not find her without... It, clearly pointed out something weird's going on over there. That's all I saw, and then I just, walked forward, and then immediately it was like, found Fee. Okay, fine. Okay, I guess.
Drinks are on me, son.
No, they're not. Meanwhile, north of Roar City... Oh god, it's the terrorist, isn't it? It's almost definitely the terrorist at this point. Hey there.
The time has come. First hype, then crossroad. Now, show me the Pharaoh to witness our conviction.
Oh, this is not going to go down well.
As you wish.
We'll hit him so hard, they'll be picking up the pieces for weeks. You heard the boss, man. Tomorrow's a red-letter day for us. A real do-or-die moment, in every sense of the word.
All our preparations will be rewarded soon, when we sweep in and take the Chancellor's head. Keep your eyes on the prize, and give it all you've got!
Oh, yeah. I mean, they really seem to lay out their intentions quite clearly. They want to kill the Chancellor, take him out of power, all of that. Which is good for the nobles, but... Field study day 2. So tired. The air here's so fresh, especially for a city with this many factories. Must be because we're up in the mountains. I'll say, compared to the capital, the air quality here is pristine. Well, the capital does have a few 100,000 more people living there. Claire... Elisa. Did I not explain myself? Sure. It's a nice day today, isn't it, Elisa? Not as nice as last night must have been. I told you, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll bet you are. I cannot believe you. After all those things you said to me last night, you go on rushing out to meet another girl? Well, the skies might be clear, but I'm sensing a stormy forecast today. With all things considered. Even if we assume Captain Claire is trustworthy, I'm not sure how wise it would have been to go out on your own. I know. In hindsight, I regret keeping it to myself. Still, it was pretty bold of Captain Claire to show up alone to meet Reen. Even dressed down, I wouldn't have thought she'd go out go out alone with the provincial army on patrol. I'm guessing she's more than strong enough to handle herself. Not sure what her weapon of choice is, though. I wish I could have seen her all dialed up, though. I bet she was a real knockout. Oh yeah, she was. It really suited her. Come on, that would put a spring in any man's step. I don't blame you for sneaking out alone. Don't encourage her, Grow. Please. No, it's not like that. It's not like I knew she was going to show up wearing a cocktail dress, I swear. Don't. You seemed pretty taken by her when she showed up yesterday, though. And your eyes were glued to her right up until she left the scene. Oh, really? So while we were enjoying a quiet evening, you were out cruising a beautiful woman, were you? You lucky son of a... for shame, Reen. We're here representing the Academy on a field study. I swear you guys are just making up things at this point. But thanks for the information I got from her, we have a pretty good idea of what's going on here in Rower. And now we know we should be able to do something about it. What do you think, Elisa? I think I'm gonna kill you. No. Yeah, I'm in. So in short, the first factory did something to catch the eye of the railway military police, prompting an inspection. All the while, the provincial army's been here blatantly trying to prevent them from doing that. Let's not forget that the first factory is run by none other than the noble faction. I know that the divisional directors have been operating without much in the way of executive oversight for years now, but Mother's always allowed it. She thought that encouraging competition among the divisions would yield more innovations. I never thought that it'd lead to something like this. Seems like the lesser of two evils. By the way, hearing about the first factory made me curious. Do the other divisions have their own political allegiances? Well, to give you a basic idea... Oh, you are very knowledgeable of this. First factory, iron and steel, large machinery. I wonder how the noble faction could help with that. Second faction, guns, base... Okay, so... Weapons. Reformist. Orbital trains, orbital airships, neutral. Good. Communication is chairman controlled. Okay, so basically the only thing that seems to matter are the large manufacturing. This is a bit oversimplified, of course. Divisions are made up of many people. They all have their own opinions. But the positions of each division's directors are clear as day, though. The first and second factories are factories have a particularly fierce rivalry going on between them for years. But even still, I wouldn't have expected the first factory to do something flagrant enough to prompt a military inspection. Neither would I. Alright, we can do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this. And when we tie this all up nice and neat for her, even my mother will have to admit she's grateful to us. Sounds like a plan. That's the spirit. Offhand, I say this falls under the scope of our field study too. Thanks, everyone. Sounds like we're in for a ride. In for a penny? Anyway, let's just take a look at the field study task Sharon gave us. Okay. Oh, a bunch of them. Shots fired. Those of us at Rhineford's second factory have developed a new type of orbital gun that we'd like to have tested. Speak with the RF arms if you fancy giving it a shot. Okay. Crying over lost smoke. Milk is missing. Can you please help us find our beloved kitty? Anyone, any would-be heroes should come talk to me at my house next to the dining bar F. Okay. And a monster. Ferocious monsters appeared on the Nordia Highway. The Nordia Provincial Army hereby requests its extermination. The monster is a Hydra? Ooh, okay. Cool. Cool beans. Yeah, I think I'm gonna handle this. Still 8 a.m. So we have plenty of time to work our way through the list. And while we're doing that, we can ask the people about how things stand between Rhineford's divisions. Look alive, everyone. It's time to get to work. Right. Roger. Gotcha. Okay, that's it for me today. See you next time as we look into, once again, the beginning stages of a terrorist attack. That's starting to feel a little too normal. It's starting to feel a little too much status quo for a terrorist attack to happen. And I'm not sure what I feel about that, but we'll see, we'll see. See you next time. Drive safely. Hello, women of a couple episodes ago. We meet again. Excuse me, are you Vanilla? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. Did you say Thor's? Oh, does that mean you're the class 7 students who were helped my husband yesterday? Your husband? That would be us. And that must mean your husband is Chief Johan, then, right? Oh, that's right. Thank you ever so much for helping him. Oh, I was here when I was doing that quest, too. You did not have a low signal. I think it was like 2. What a funny coincidence this is. My daughter Mint attends Thor's, too. You're fucking kidding me. Is that why they gave me the quest just recently with her? That's gotta be it. Mint from the Wind Orchestra? I do think that's her club of choice. Does that mean you're part of it too? Yeah, Mint and I get along really well. She makes practice a lot of fun. That's so sweet of you. It's great to know she's made such nice friends over there. People would actually say nice things about her. I mean, you're not obligated to, and I know they're not true, but it's nice that you'll be such a good friend to her that you'll say them. Back on topic, would you be willing to help me? Our cat Milk has gone missing, so I'll need your help to find her. Okay. Yeah. We'll find her. If we're going to find a lost cat, again, didn't we? Yeah, we found a lost cat before. When did she go missing? It was 2 nights ago. I was making dinner like I usually do, decided that I would try to make something a little different, so I decided to try using an ingredient I'd never seen before. But when I did, the odor was pungent enough to burn off your eyelashes started coming from the pot. You never seen this ingredient before? I wonder if it was actually something edible. So then what happened? Well, my survival instinct was telling me to air out the room, so I left the door open for a while and tried to get rid of the smell. But while it was open, Milk seems to have gotten out. So you haven't seen her since. What does she look like? She has brown and white fur, and she's wearing a yellow collar. She's also extremely cautious, and doesn't really like people very much. So I imagine that she's somewhere around, without many people nearby. I see. Sounds like we should mainly search outdoors then. Well, is there something else you can tell us that may help us find her? She does like to crawl under things. I don't know why, but it seems to relax her when she does that. I know cats really liked, feeling like enclosed. That's why they get into boxes and stuff. They like that feeling of like being in a small space, like the opposite of claustrophobia. Okay then. Well, that's just how cats are. I know how she feels. Oh, I've never seen you climb into like a box, Fee. If I find you one day just sleeping in a box, I'll say you're basically a cat. Yeah. You do? Well, anyway, that should be enough information to get started with. Does that mean you're going to try to find her then? Of course we are. I already accepted the quest. I have no choice at this point. We'll get started right away. Crying over lost milk. begin? Oh, it's right here. No. It'd be funny if you just walked over and the cat was just sitting inside here. It's like, oh, that was an easy quest. So, if she likes to be under things, then it's probably outside and maybe on the lower level. He's not gonna find me, especially if I keep switching hiding spots while he's looking for me. Playing hide and seek. Hopefully not with the cat. Oh, that looks like a cat. Yeah, I think that's probably Milk. Here she is. I never would have thought to look under this bench. Yeah, I mean, no, Elisa. When we first started the quest, my mind immediately went to that one bench. We should look there first. Of course she's there. Well, it's an easy spot to miss. Mainly because it was outside of the draw distance. I had to like actually try to go to the Rowers Institute technology for it to come into my draw distance. Now the question is how we're going to get her to come back with us. Fee. No, Fee, do your thing. No! Why do we even have you, Fee? It was your job. It was your one job. Not anymore, it's not. Cautious is right. We didn't even have a chance. How long did we spend talking? Well, let's head after her. Okay, where could she be now? The City of Row is designed to be divided into two areas, the upper level and the lower level. But a design like that means you could fit twice as many buildings if you could, as if you could otherwise. Marvelous, isn't it? Functional beauty at its finest. Well, yes and no. There's certainly downsides to this. There's a reason you don't see most cities in the world don't not do 2 levels in the real world. And what might that reason be? Well, give me a second. I'm sort of looking for Milk here, and I'm not thinking about it too heavily. Even though I probably should be, because this is how I've been talking about it. There we are. So why do most cities not have 2 levels? Well, 1, because they invented skyscrapers before that became like a viable thing financially, engineering-wise. I think skyscrapers are a much more efficient way to fit a bunch more people in a small area. Another bench, huh? Can't let her get away again. So, who's gonna try to catch her? Fee? Of course, Fee. Fee, Fee, please, just step up. This is your speciality. And there she goes. You just have to say the words catch. Hey, don't go blaming this on me. This request keeps getting tougher and tougher. Oh, well. Oh, okay, this one wasn't very hard this time. Well, what do you know? She's under another bench. Needs to be really careful this time. Yeah, we should probably start by spreading out so she has nowhere to run. Oh my goodness, she's listening to every word I say. No, where is she going? Actually, where does that go? Oh, well, oops, she really is fast. She ran into the station. So, are we gonna do the same? If we let someone at the station know what we're doing, I'm sure they'll let us look for her. Explain what was happening to a station employee and permitted to investigate inside the station. Eventually, they narrowed down the cat's location to a single stop train car. Well, that's one way that they don't have to model the actual station. It's actually really weird. I've noticed the most lag down, like frames blatantly dropped in like train cars. It's been like the most significant from what I've noticed. This definitely looks like the right train car. I mean, of course it does. Just screams cat is here. Let's take a look then, shall we? Oh yeah, it's lagging a bit. I wonder if there's a cat here. Maybe. There, here she is. There's nowhere to run this time. I'll hiss right back at you. Oh, fucking cat. Doesn't seem like a smart idea to get any closer, though. take attacks from monsters all the time. We can take it from a fucking cat. At this rate, how can we have to get it back home? Oh, if I only had my thingy with me. Your what? She's talking about one of these. Crow pulled a chick cat toy out of his pocket. Why do you have that? Ah, victory goes to the prepared. Why do you even have that? Are you always carrying it around? Yeah, well, you never know when it's gonna come in handy. What other situation could it possibly have ever come in handy for? Hey, kitty kitty. Crow started playing with the cat. Well, look at that. Even animals find me irresistible. Well, I guess something had to find you irresistible at some point. It doesn't look like we'll have any trouble taking it back to its owner now. Thank you so much for bringing her back. Well, look how happy she is to be back. She's right at home. Maybe that's because this is her home. I'm sure she's relieved to be back. I don't know what we have done without you. Thank you all so much. Here, take these as your reward. I made them myself. I mean, these aren't the thing you were experimenting on, were they? Thanks. These look great. I can't exactly say I'm thrilled to try these. Yeah, same here. They do seem edible, at least. Well, thank you again. It was completely worth it. For all our work, we got edible food. Never could have found that otherwise. So, RF Arms is where my next side quest is. I should probably get some new weapons, because I haven't done that in a long time. I think I have enough money to do it. Oh, I definitely have enough money to do it. Oh, I have plenty of money to do it. Right, for a group so big that there's going to be a lot going on that even employees like me don't know about. Chief Sandy and my superiors would probably know more than I do. Well, any significant corporation would be like that. Sorry I'm not much help, but that's just the way the Rhineford group is. Oh, right, we're supposed to be asking people about shit. Okay. I should do that. I should purposely ask people about stuff. You must be the students from Thor's. Thank you for coming. I assume you must be Sandy? That's right. Though I wasn't expecting Lady Elisa to be accompanying you. But she's not accompanying us. She's with us. I've seen you a few times over the years, but it's an honor to meet you in person. That's very kind of you. Well then, allow me to tell you a bit about myself. As you know, my name is Sandy, and I serve as the chief of the 2nd Factory's Firearm Development Division. It's an honor and privilege to be able to work with you. Thank you, the pleasure's all ours. Must be tough for Elisa around here sometimes. Yeah, she's practically a celebrity here in Rower. As you may have gathered, I need your help combat testing a new kind of orbital firearm. Specifically, I require the assistance of someone familiar with the use of orbital firearms in combat. Would one of you be able to help? Sure. We got 2 of those guys. No, we have 3 of them that are used to that. Okay. We'd be happy to help. Excellent. Well then, to begin with, what kind of gun would you prefer? Oh, well, what do you mean? I assume you're just going to give us whatever you had ready. Terribly sorry, I probably should have explained. Technically, I'm not asking you to test a gun, but rather a device that goes inside it. It's called an orbital unit. And what is that exactly? I'm sure you're all aware of orbital firearms that use orbital energy to prepare the bullets. Orbital units are the internal mechanisms responsible for producing that orbital energy. After much arduous research, we finally developed a brand new kind of orbital unit. As such, the model of gun will be installed and makes a little difference. Well, for this test, any type will do. Okay. So what you're saying is, the orbital unit's basically the engine and the gun's the car. Precisely, a very accurate comparison. Well then, I think we get it now. So, what are our choices gun-wise? I brought these with me, a shotgun, a pistol, and a pair of gun swords. Oh, how convenient! Forgive me, I did a little research on your weapons of choice. Tests like these are best performed by those with a degree of proficiency. That's true. It wouldn't be a very useful test if your tester was uncomfortable with the weapon in question. Oh, that's awesome, thanks. You even brought something for me. So what exactly does he want the tester to do? Yes, I have a specific test I'd like you to conduct. Specifically, I need you to defeat a number of dancing owls, a kind of monster found on the Sashin Mountain path. 10 of them should do. Dancing owls? The name doesn't sound terribly threatening, but they are highly agile bird-like monsters, which makes them perfect targets to test firearms on. Tester won't need to defeat them alone, but he or she must be the one to deal the finishing blow. Understood. So, how are you going to decide who gets to test the orbital unit? How about you pick Fearless Leader? Sounds good to me. I'm fine with that as well. Sounds like that's settled. Wait, I don't always have to make these decisions. And it's not really settled until I make a decision anyways. I think you're just going to have to accept it. You are a leader. You will be leader. No matter what you say, you are a leader. Oh, alright. Okay then, in that case. So basically, I'm trying to choose who I'd prefer. Can't I just have all of them? This whole, like, having to have them do the finishing blow sounds incredibly annoying. Targets are agile bird-like monsters. Considering how fast Fee is with her gun swords, taking them down should be no problem. So, you want to be the tester, Fee? Okay. Sounds like as though you've made up your mind. Well then, here's your weapon. See what you think. Sure. Fee changed her equipped weapon to the Black Raid. I mean, it's great that I just bought new weapons for all of us. Anyway. That should do nicely. Should we head over to the test area then? Yeah, I'm ready. Alright, let's get going then. Sasha Mountain Path is where we went to get to the mine, right? Yeah, you got it. The exit's near the airport. Shots fired. Okay. 10 of them. Sounds like more of a pain in the ass style quest, but okay. Let's just get it over with. I doubt much interesting is going to be happening, so I'll see you probably very near the end of this quest now. I was a tad curious if this was one of those types of games that let you, update your difficulty mid-game. But no. Which is fine. I was just curious, because I hadn't really considered it before. Luckily, these things do seem to come in groups, so getting 10 of them has not been very hard. That's the 10th Dancing Owl. Request complete. Seems so. Good job. Let's report back to Sandy at the RF Arms store. Okay. I am very happy that they just straight up told me when it was done. I was pretty sure that was 10, but I would not have wanted to go back and just be like, oh, nope, you got 9. It's like, completed the testing, I see. How did it go? Any significant problems? Nah. I see, that's excellent news. How did the test weapon feel to use? Was it as powerful as you hoped? Wasn't any harder to use than anything I've used before, which was good. Did a lot more damage, too. Guess your company knows their stuff. Huh, really? I'm relieved to hear that. Sounds like it won't be long before we begin mass production then. Surprised you haven't started already. Yeah, sounds like the new unit is pretty much perfect as it is. Still need to complete a long-term endurance test, I'm afraid. Oh, those are very important. There are strict procedures that need to be followed in order for a weapon to be declared fit for sale. They're much more intensive than the requirements for consumer goods. But orbital weaponry is generally designed to be sold in bulk to the Imperial Army, so naturally standards need to be higher. Precisely. But your testing helps us take a big step forward towards completion, so thank you very much for your assistance today. Here is your reward. Mechanic's goggles. Thank you very much. Oh wait, I haven't given the gun swords back. Oh no, that won't be necessary. Consider that an additional reward for your help. The orbital unit was designed purely for test purposes, so we couldn't use it for our finished product regardless. Oh, cool. If that's everything, we should probably get going. Of course, yes, thank you again. Hope this won't be the last time we work together. Shots fired completed. Oh, I can't wait till the endurance test fails and Fee's just using it one time, takes a shot, and her whole gun sword just pop. And I'm imagining a mushroom cloud now. So let's go with that. It's still a bit of a shame that this happened right after I bought new weapons for the first time in about 20 hours in this game.